Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 12 of this Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4. This is the Kaiserreich mod, and we are Germany, the army with a state. In the last episode, we were left something somewhat at odds, because we weren't entirely sure what we were going to do next, having taken out Austria-Hungary in basically record time. I was somewhat tempted to go after the CNTFAI because they were actually on the verge of winning the Civil War, but since then we started supplying the Kingdom of Spain with weaponry and stuff, and they seem to have absolutely resurged and taken a load of stuff back, so that is looking positive. And also, judging by the fact that these guys are on all adult serve policy and have basically zero combat strength in their units, I am pretty confident about our side winning this one. Though technically it's not really our side. These guys would be closer, but we're fighting for the legitimate power of Alfonso the 13th de Bourbon. So, what else is happening? Well, we decided to declare war on Italy. We wanted to beat Italy before they could beat the socialists. The reason for that is because while they are at war with the socialists, they themselves cannot join the socialist faction. And we want to take them out, fully annex them, so that we don't need to deal with the resistance. It's just a separate piece, and it's just much, much easier for us. So we are trying to capitulate them before they take out the socialists. I don't know how strong the socialists... Actually, we can check that. Actually, the socialists are looking healthier than they are, which is kind of crazy. Well, I guess a lot of their victory points must be down in Sicily. But anyway, we're just doing an all-out offensive, essentially, and taking as much stuff as we can here in the north. The Austrian push is a lot slower, despite it being smaller than the French side, but the French side is definitely pushing through and actually doing a fair amount of damage, so I'm happy with that. Medium tanks. Don't know that I'm going to actually use them, but having the technology is going to be useful. And I might well switch out the light tanks to mediums, probably with the 41 edition, though. So yeah, having the previous technology is useful. Also, we could improve the suppression bonus. Isn't that usually 100%? That's hardly worth doing if it's only 10. Signal company, more initiative is nice, less supply usage. Maintenance company. We do use maintenance, we do use signal. I think we're going to go with the signal unless there's anything else that needs doing. In fact, we're in December, so we're going to wait until 1940 and then we're going to get some of the 1940 technologies. For example, better ships. Alright, tanks. I have noticed you are absolutely bossing stuff down here. So I want you to go and take Livorno. In fact, you can make a bit of a beeline to Rome. There, you were caught. Awesome. And you stop attacking there, you come and support down here, and likewise you stop attacking, come and support down here. Go. Our tank's doing exactly what they're designed for here. You go and attack him to stop him from pushing through. You come down here and give some assistance. That way. This way. There we go. Awesome. And in fact, if we can take Rome, then this war will hopefully end. And if you guys can push across here, that would also be phenomenal. In fact, you could do that yourself. You drive down to here, 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 here. And then cut across behind, and that will cut their supplies off. We have just taken Florence, which is awesome. Our troops are definitely flooding in now. And we have some more dockyards available. So, what do we want to build? More of. Probably the light cruisers for their anti-air capabilities, because they are using air against us. We have Marines too. Excellent. And you are also going to wait until 1940, because we get a lot of new stuff, including mechanized infantry actually, which would be another one which would be very nice to have. You come along here and then help him out. Because that unit in Rome is actually holding out pretty strongly. You're cutting across here, I hope. Oh, we need to get one more. Okay, multiple assault on Rome. Italian Federation is absolutely on the verge. And we have some more factories. I think we probably want more heavy fighters. I know that this is all damaged stuff and this is just stuff we're taking from Italy. But as we're taking more, we are going to be getting more of these guys. In fact, their deployment will come soon. I know you can deploy them early. I kind of like these cavalry having some training because they do act as kind of a last line of defense just in case everything kind of goes really, really badly. Not hugely likely, but it is possible. All of you lot, attack him. And there we go. Italy has capitulated. Fantastic. So what do we want to take first? Well, I think we want to take Friuli and Istria, Veneto, and Piedmont. And then we'll just keep on going south until we can't take any more. We'll take the islands last. No, we can in fact take it all. Is that everything? That is all states. Done. Sweet! Okay, so that's a full annex, which means that we are now at war with the socialists down here, so we can just basically continue the push. And we're not going to have to worry about resistance in this part of Italy, which is awesome. Separate peace. It's powerful. And let's get some more strategic bombers under production. Wow, we got a lot of factories out of that. More heavy tanks then, I think. And sure, some more light tanks. Now, with all the stuff that we are currently trying to garrison, and I did between episodes increase some of this stuff up here because I noticed, for example, Bohemia was actually rising up against us, even though we had the event saying they were part of our core now. We are going to need even more police. We need 26. How many are we currently producing? Another 10. So that brings us to 26. But I think I will want more. So we're going to say we want 2 sets of those. Alright. Let's grab you guys and say we want you. In fact, let's just delete that and say tanks, go here. We're going to put the Crown Prince forces on this border with the objective of taking that stuff. And then we're going to go Witzben, also on that border, with the objective of taking the Sicilian stuff. Go. Let's get you guys into position. And that'll be good. You guys are going to try and push forwards, but you're not actually going to get very far. So a lot of our people down here are going to have no organisation, but then they're not exactly looking strong compared to us. So that's totally fine. Ooh, we have another tank. Sweet! We'll need training, but that can be arranged. And yeah, we are still training more. Can we, I wonder, train more at a time? Yeah, not really. That's actually our... Oh, and it's light tanks as well. Yeah, we'll leave it. Ooh, even more dockyards. Alright, more destroyers. I think we're going to have to buy in some more oil. Oh yeah, we need to buy tons of oil. Venezuela, what else can you do for us? Thank you. Alright, tanks are hitting that hard. You guys should be getting some preparation bonus. Okay. We are actually taking a bit of attrition here. Simply by the number of men there. Yeah, having both of these here is a silly idea. Let's cancel your objective. And let's have you guys guarding... You can help in France. Temporarily, until we need you on an actual frontier. Do something along those lines. Cool. And that should reduce the morale impact. It does. Alright, tanks. We're going to put you on that front. And we're going to say you're zooming over here. Right, let's get you guys in preparation bonuses. How are we doing in our deficit? Ooh, we are making loads of stuff, so we can now start investing more heavily in actually training the units that we're going to need. So that will be 10 Marines total, which is excellent. That's the maximum that we can use. You guys are about to be deployed. You've just been deployed. Fate of southern Italy. Our armed forces have successfully occupied the entire southern Italy. There is some resistance among the local population, but it will be crushed under our heels. So we can liberate the Italian Republic, or the Italian Federation. I don't want to liberate any of this. Oh, it becomes a puppet. So wait, that would make the Socialist Republic of Italy a puppet. Oh, it's only that bit. Which has immediately trapped them inside. And now you guys are on the wrong border. Awesome. That was really helpful. Terrible event. Rubbish. You guys go there. You guys here. And in fact, we're just going to go while the enemy is kind of in disarray. Push, push, push. Unread naval result. Uh-oh. We sank a battle cruiser, we lost another battleship. 4 destroyers, 1 heavy cruiser, 1 light cruiser, and 1 light cruiser. So we came... no, I would say that they won that one again. Their bombers are still hitting us. They are dominating us in the air. Are we getting more aircraft? Not really. Although, actually, let's say that we want the factories repaired. Now that we're actually starting to get some decent garrisons down there, I think it's probably okay to start repairing all of the French factories. They shouldn't be constantly sabotaged from underneath us. And once we have these factories up and running again, our aircraft production should take off. So once we've sorted these out, we're going to push the civilian ones to the very top. And then it will be the military ones after that. And then the dockyards. Doing the civilian ones first so that we actually get even more production, repair and stuff like that going afterwards, which would be awesome. There's actually a lot of factories here out. Blimey, I hadn't quite realised how badly we'd been hit. I mean, it's almost tempting. Oh, we don't have the continuous focuses. Never mind then. I was going to say it'd be almost tempting to take the focus which allows faster repair. Alright, we are pushing. We've got all 13 units there tied up, which is awesome. Oh, yeah, January. 1940 technology. Ships are a big deal. We want the Bismarck. And we want the M class. And then we can start building those pronto. Russia has declared war on the Socialist Republic of Georgia. And Iran and the Ottomans are still fighting in earnest. Egypt and the Ottomans have just this one border, so that's going to be a really slow war. Thankfully they're not catching my navies. Are all those ships going to the battle fleet? They are. Good. Mobility School. Excellent. Swift maneuvers, encircling and cutting off pockets of resistance is the way of the future. Motorized infantry can reach tactically important locations in days where traditional infantry would take weeks. The trenches of the Weltkrieg are a thing of the past. For good. Alright, cool. So let's take motorized divisions, and then we can get the raise new Panzer Division idea. And or the army reformation, which will allow us to get doctrines, which would be cool. And we could actually modify the government. So we could bring in another company. We can get a Krupp now, can't we? Pretty sure we can. Which I think is what we want to do. No, we still can't. What's the Krupp company? Oh, it's here. We'd quite like to have that as well. Okay, so maybe we want one of the tank designers. Heavy tank producer, for example, would be quite nice. Medium tank, cheaper production. Soft attack, hard attack. More defense. Probably this one for the medium tanks and this one for the heavies. We're still a year away from the heavies. The medium ones we could theoretically... no, we still wouldn't have the research for it. What about navies? I mean, we've already started researching them. Otherwise, I would totally get this one. Or more industry. They must stack. Considering these two are exactly the same, they must stack. So that's plus 24% infantry equipment, which is kind of crazy. Plus 24% defense. I think we're going to get Porsche, and we'll really focus on the heavies. Big tanks. Ooh, we've got you off. Nice. That's 11 divisions. Still a long way away from capitulating. Tanks. What order are you actually... Oh, I see. Alright. That's looking good. Russia took 9 states. The Alash autonomy was annexed 67,000 equipment. Russia is definitely ballooning a bit, which is fine. I'm kind of letting Russia grow because I want a bit of a challenge at some point. How's the USA doing in the meantime? Yeah, the United combines... Well, the second has announced the cowardly socialist Italian nation could no longer stand the pressure. That collapsed faster than I'd expected. Oh, the whole south went to the Italian Federation. But we kept the nice north bit. India took Palermo, and France took that. And that has in fact become India's capital? No, surely not. No, that's India's capital. Alright, well, that's that victory done. Who's next? We could go after Serbia, Romania, and all those. We could certainly get a lot of oil from Romania, which would resolve a lot of our issues. You know what? I think that's what we're going to have to do. So, Crown Prince, let's have you come over here. Prepare for a war against Romania. And just in case anyone else tries to jump in. Actually, that wouldn't matter. Nah, it's just capturing stuff faster. Then Witzben, I think we're going to have you preparing for a war. Over here. Against Serbia. That's going to be your objective. And then Crown Prince. That's yours. Alright. Jump to it. Then let's start justifying some war goals. Alright. Justifications are beginning. Troops are surging across the country. Lots of defensive units going. How is the resistance? Still causing problems in a number of places. In fact, the coast is probably because you don't have jurisdiction over here. I think I'm going to have to give you jurisdiction over the whole of France. And you'll notice nothing in Italy because they full capitulated. So that's pretty cool. What's your government? You are authoritarian. We have an authoritarian pope. Alright, whatever. Convoy. You sank a destroyer. But that's kind of suggesting that our fleet has now combined, and there are very few enemy ships in this area. Which means we could launch an invasion of Britain. Our fleet here is actually a lot bigger than I'd realised. You're still in training. How long until we get the next set of Marines? I think I'll probably wait until those Marines are done and then launch an invasion of the Union of Britain, because they have a lot of divisions here. Like a ridiculous number of divisions. I don't know where else there could be, because that's basically all that's left. Yeah, it's just the Union of Britain. Once that's done, then the war against the socialists is over and we can capitulate the whole lot. Alright, let's take out Romania and Serbia. Possibly Bulgaria. Tripolitania has capitulated. So Egypt can now turn their entire force against this group. Meanwhile, I think Iran is slowly pushing the Ottomans, but it's slower than I expected it to be. Sank an Austrian sub and an Austrian heavy cruiser. Cool. So how long is it until these justifications are done? They can't be very long. 6th of June. Oh, they are quite long. Well, you're definitely going to win that. So I think, jaunty hat here, we're going to cancel you. And instead, bring you to the north shore of France to prepare for an invasion. Meanwhile, let's upgrade our stuff. Have another research boost. Yeah, we'll take that. Lovely jubbly. And we're producing tons of infantry equipment now, so we can turn you down. Let's just turn off one whole thing. Increase the amount of support, increase the amount of motorized, increase the amount of artillery. And hopefully that increases the amount of aircraft we're deploying. They're kicking our asses in the air. Heavy fighters. We're not building many of those. Why not? They're kind of the most important thing. Alright, we're only just starting to build them. Alright. I might well upgrade them because they're very good at intercepting bombers, and bombers are what we're fighting right now. We have even more entrenchment. Can we get new we can get new aircraft. I'm going to wait, simply because we could actually get some companies which increase the strength of our aircraft. Which probably is actually the tech that we should have got. So the aircraft producers are all here. I'm just going through them. Fighter producer, more air attack and agility. That one sounds nice. More air defense and agility. Production cost. Heavy fighter, more air defense and agility. So it's the regular fighters that are going to be our best choice. Air defense and agility for heavy fighters. Air attack and agility. It's probably those two that we're going to get. Maybe just that one. Because we also want to dedicate one for Krupp, one for air, maybe two for air. So we're going to be reduced in the number of heavy tanks we have. I don't know. The AI is terrible at using aircraft, so maybe we don't even need to bother. Let's see what tank ones we want, because we were thinking about getting medium tank ones. That's not vital. And honestly, we've already got the heavy tank one that I wanted. I mean, we could get man. And close air support are boosted. Naval bombers are boosted. It's the fighters I need the most. That one's boosted. In fact, all of them are expert. So the heavy fighters are the least strong. Oh, that's small tank. That's fighter, that's fighter. So I think we're going to get two fighters and Krupp. We're not going to get the tanks. Alright. So we can get the new heavy fighters, but not the light fighters, because we're not upgrading the heavy fighters. Like so. Alright, cool. Decision made. Meanwhile, there are still naval battles going on. We sank 3 submarines. Excellent. And how is the garrison force doing? Saying that you need 32. We currently have 26, but we do have another 10 divisions in training. So you will have some backup at least. How are we doing on the tank front? We are still short tanks. We do have a lot of heavy tanks though, which means that we can upgrade the number of artillery units to tank. Now who is it that has all the tanks? You do. Let's do this. It's another 80. So we can get another, what, 6? This would be 4. 5. We can get another, probably another 2. I think that'll be a safe number. So jaunty hat. Let's give you Panzerunterstützung and another one. Alright, cool. Does mean you lose some experience, but that's reasonable. Your army is looking really quite scary. The simple number of heavy tanks that we'll be fielding there. Like, Britain beware. How far are we from getting the Marines? Still a ways, and then we will have to train them once they are ready. How much more damage are we taking? I mean, this stuff is probably from bombing rather than resistance. Maybe. I mean, we're repairing a lot of the factories. We've got most of the civilian ones already done. We're in fact starting to work on the military. Look how many columns we can have going at once. That's just because of the sheer strength of our civilian factory. It's fantastic. Yeah, you're seriously trying to bomb my navy at the moment. Motorized divisions. While a machine gun nest in a trench is almost impossible to infantry, punters have shown that modern war need not be stale and immobile. While we should lean back on large infantry army, armoured fists should be utilised to tear enemy lines apart. True. Let's restructure the chains of command so that we can start actually getting doctrines. While centralisation has its benefits, modern war requires decentralised command, allowing lower-ranking officers more personal initiative to improvise and respond to the current situation. This idea, called Auftragstaktik, must be the bread and butter of the modern German army. Or we could wait a while and get more political power so that we can get the factories that we want in place. Plus we have absolutely no high command yet. No, that'll do. Air experience is going up. So I think once we have the air command stuff... Oh, sorry, we're going to get the 2 fighter companies. Then we're going to get the fighter technology. Then we'll spend a bunch of the fighter air experience on those new fighters and we'll just smash. If we even need them. I mean, we may well have started the invasion by then. You didn't actually lose that much experience for shifting. Well, I guess all we did is added a whole bunch of tanks to your templates. We could actually add another one. We produce a lot of heavy tanks. I like this. Anyway, that is going to be it for today. So, thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying this series, then please do hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, then please do consider subscribing. And if you have any tips or advice for me, let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.